Hello and welcome to episode 32 of the Role Slayers podcast. Is this the appropriate amount of gumption?
Not quite.
That's too much. Just I'll take it from here. It's okay, sweetie.
Thanks, Dad.
All right, let's go and do some announcements. Musical partners. Guess what? They're the same this week as they were last week, and you still should go check them out. Celestial Aeon Project, Scanlan Short Haul, Music and Beyond Skyrim, all brought together by Sirenscape. Almost forgot at that time, but not quite. Pulled the iron out of the fire on that one. Sound effects, music galore, make your game come to life, use all those things. We do every single time we play. And I'm assuming at some point we're probably going to be seeing some minis on the board. It's been a second since we've had a battle, and I'm getting nervous down here in these here tunnels. So I expect that you will be seeing the products of Eldritch Foundry quite soon. Eldritch Foundry makes custom minis, STL files, different materials, all kinds of different elbow angles, lots of hats, lots of doublets. I know fantasy clothes. Anyways, you can go check those guys out. Use our code ROLLSLAYERS at checkout for 15% off. Great deal. Absolutely free. Get in there. Buy stuff. Buy things.
Right.
Let's talk for a moment about our Patreon. We're actually working on it now, despite all the back and forth of the previous 13 to 20 weeks. So there is going to be some stuff on there. Tyler's got some big plans. I've got some small plans. I'm sure that other people have some ideas that they can contribute, and we will put in there. Patreon.com/RollSlayers. It's pretty cheap. Get in there. Check us out on all of our social medias. As of now, we have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Discord. Discord is where we are most frequently active, but go check us out on all the other ones, except for Twitter because we don't use it. Go check us out on all the other ones. That's where you can get all the close-up action of all of Tyler's industry-leading, cutting-edge D&D materials and game pieces. If you're into any kind of minis and terrain, great stuff in all of those. Also, Discord, it's a mess. We're sorry. Go log in.
I'm not sorry.
It's
not always a mess.
I can't look at my phone during the day anymore, and it's like, you have 221 messages since 9:30 a.m.
It's an active Discord.
Only sometimes.
It is a
but
very
this
active
week it's been a
Discord,
lot.
actually.
It ebbs and flows.
It's fun.
And we've been talking a fair amount about gaming or about D&D rule sets and stuff in there lately.
True.
So if you've got some opinions on the up and coming 5.5 materials, come chat with them. Come chat about them with us.
Now I have
Finally,
108 known spells in my spell list that I have to sift through.
Although they are
Liz, I
in D&D
told
Beyond can be
you.
labeled legacy or not.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I'll have like 3 of the same one. Like,
You have
it's
to
like,
disable the extended rules in your settings, I think.
oh, cool.
So you could just do that. I don't know.
I haven't run into
Are they
that
doing
yet,
anything weird
somehow.
to barbarians that I will actually understand if you say it? Because everything else you guys have been talking about, like,
Not
I don't
really.
know what that means.
Barbarians aren't changing too much.
Because they're pretty straightforward to begin with.
Yeah, I mean,
We're doing the announcements. We're almost
Oh,
done.
sorry.
sorry.
Go ahead.
That wasn't directed towards you, Molly. It was directed towards everyone distracted right now. Unacceptable behavior. Save it for the Discord. And worldanvil.pxf.io/rollslayers. That's where you can go to purchase your instance of World Anvil. Build a whole world on there. As you can hear, Tyler manages to keep these games going in a way that is so smooth that you think he's making it up on the spot. He is not. It's all in there. And he's got a million little tabs and hierarchies to sneak through it and keep everything organized. So if he's doing it, you better believe it'll work for you too, World Anvil. I think that's all of them.
Okay, did you actually have that shrunken head on a table, or did you make that up?
No, I didn't have that. And I had 4 things that I thought of in my brain that I thought this would be cool.
Tyler, you are invalidating the previous announcement.
Oh, I had
I
that.
was like,
Simply
I'm
have that manor house
100%
built
sure
out.
inside that he made that up.
Yeah.
But it was like,
Okay, did you make
I
up?
need to know.
Did you make up about the death distributing property of a dead person rules?
No.
That was already in your.
I have some legal literature I've written.
There you go.
Grant legal.
That's all.
So then it gives
folks.
you the freedom to just make stuff up or go with stuff you've already written.
Yeah.
True. Yep. I like that better than mine. You should do World Anvil from now on.
And you get I think a ton of free articles before they even make you pay for anything. I think 100 and something. So you can just build your world until they paywall you and then buy it. So yeah. So let's play the game. So, last we left off, the party made their way back to Phalash's house briefly after a shopping extravaganza, procuring 2 diamonds worth 300 GP, a magic stiletto, and a lot of drugs. I have been also corrected. 1 pound of drugs is much more than 20 doses. I have upped that to 400.
Unless it's a weak drug.
It's not. It is
Or
very
a really
potent.
dense, heavy drug.
It's not heavy
Yeah.
either. It's bark and fungus.
That's what I was wondering. If it, in the process becomes
Super heavy.
lead.
Well,
No.
what you said, I was breaking it
Turns
down.
into
It'd be
milk.
like an ounce, almost an ounce per dose, which would be imagine just chewing this big old
Like,
ounce
about
of
1
anything.
ounce,
It's a
yeah.
lot.
They just look like really big Pez.
Just soap. 400 doses has been the amended number. So mark that in your inventory.
And be
That's
ready
a
for it
lot.
to change.
You guys did some digging in the records office. You did some investigating and found a tunnel below the manor with a note saying, "We are impressed. We are expecting you," and made your way through said tunnel. A day of travel happening, a day of rest, or an evening of rest occurring, and a morning greeting you. Dark and dank in this tunnel. Can I have a D20 roll from someone?
I'll do it.
8. 8. As you guys travel for the day, nothing occurs. You're able to spend this 8 hours, or longer if you prefer, wandering through the tunnel, the grade continuing to pitch downward. Though not much.
Downward.
Yes. As you imagine, you are somewhere within a hilly complex adjacent to the Valley of Noglis that leads up into the mountains. Is there anything we'd like to do over the course of this day or over this long rest?
We're still just going like the same direction, pretty straight.
Straight. Naturally straight. Very much a carved pathway.
Are there any kinds of iconography? I'm sure you would have pointed them out, but I do want to ask.
Go ahead and make a perception check as you're walking along.
Can I make an investigation check?
If you want to take time out of your day to investigate.
Yeah, if we're getting ready one morning, I guess.
Sure.
See if there's any signs of iconography.
Yeah.
14.
No signs of any iconography, writing, anything besides just a smattering of chips in the wall where pickaxes have swung against stone and gleaming obsidian.
Okay.
Is the obsidian like pretty obvious now?
Yeah, it's gotten thicker as you guys have traveled on.
At some point, I would like stop and collect, I don't know, some bits of it.
Okay. Add 3 chunks of obsidian to your inventory.
Okay.
A day of travel commences. Are you taking watches for the evening?
Yup.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and let's get first watch.
We would be feasting this entire trip.
Oh, yes.
Cheese.
So
You're eating
much
good.
cheese. So
Continually.
much good sausage. Maybe I will approach Leaf to watch with me again
All right.
with his night eyes.
Okay. Go ahead. And roll.
I will ask Leaf, is there some way, like, you know of any, like, you know, spells or something to give someone this ability to see in the dark?
I'm pretty sure there is. I don't have that personally, but
Given that I don't really intend to go back to the astral sea, at least not willfully, I think it would be useful for living here on the material plane. Be able to see at night. Seems like an oversight of our genetics, which is a big deal for me to say.
well, look, I mean, most people above ground don't have that either. So, yeah, you're in pretty good company. But if you're really interested, once we get to something of a bigger hub, we might be able to, I don't know, find some kind of a special item that can help you out with that. I know a few items that can help you out with that. I don't know any specific spells or magics.
I see.
Well, like what kind of items?
Oh, are you joining us?
Says we're beginning the watch. We're set.
Okay.
I thought we were still eating. I didn't realize. On watch now.
Well, you're here now. That's how it goes.
You were listening in. We thought you were asleep.
I was sleeping. Barely. Was
Sorry to
writing in my-
derail. The question was, do you know of the items?
Yeah.
Well, I know that there's some kinds of. I'll be thankful for a minute. There's some kinds of belts that dwarves make, like an act of kinship. I'm sure if Ori were here, she'd know more. But
They have
But
special
some-
belts that let you have magic powers to see in the dark.
but that's one of the things they do, if I remember correctly.
Maybe Ori can make one. I know she's not a dwarf, but like maybe she also knows how to like, you know, imbue the things.
It's very possible. I mean,
Are there
we've seen
other
it
kinds
do-
of belts that have like magic things?
Or maybe like a really cool headband.
Oh yeah.
That I could like
or like put
hold
things
my
in your hair.
Yeah, maybe she
Oh,
could
but
maybe
it's
have hair
magic?
piece. Oh.
Do they glow like cool colors?
Sure. Look, the point being is you can get where you want to go. It might not be like a day-to-day thing that someone can help you out with, but if you got a little bit of money to spend or, you know, can talk Ori and do it, I'm sure that you can, one or both of you could probably end up seeing a little bit better down here.
Visa
Oh,
clears his
yeah.
throat a little bit.
Oh.
But it's no fine piece of jewellery or permanent enchantment. But if there is a day or a night where you need to see in the dark, I can be of assistance.
You'll have that spell? But it's a short-lived one?
It'll last for about the day.
Oh.
How long you been able to do that? We've been out here not seeing it. We got shot with arrows one time because they didn't see in the dark. Not to lecture none, but this is a fine time to bring it up.
Sorry.
So, to be clear, did we wake Lisa up with our excitement?
If people were bedding down, he would have sat back up to mention that.
Okay.
Perhaps it slipped my mind when we were busy
And he kind of levels eyes with Leaf.
sharing important details with each other.
Zach will go, ooh.
A lot's been going on, and the use or the demand for it hasn't been as prevalent on my mind, but as you're discussing it, I think there's a way that I could be of assistance.
So if you don't mind, what is that? I'm not familiar off the top of my head with that one.
I can imbue some of my natural magics in a creature.
Okay.
It does last for a day.
But it uses your energies. You
So
sound
if it's necessary, please let me know.
Yeah, well, no, it's fine right now. I will just watch with Leaf and he already has it, so it's all right.
Perhaps if we begin to approach something noteworthy that's not just a tunnel, it may become
More helpful.
more necessary.
Yeah.
Are there like other things that you can imbue other creatures with?
There are a few things, such as the ease of passage that I've used before to help us move quietly through nature.
That would be helpful.
There
I mean,
are a
I'm
few-
pretty quiet, but
as well as just emboldening the various natural aspects of a creature. These are things I'm able to do.
That is really fascinating. I would like to take some notes and talk to you more about these magics you have.
I'll be keen to.
Okay, well, maybe later we can take a little rest or a little watch together, and probably some resting also. And you can tell me about some of these things.
Of course.
We get perception checks.
12.
12.
I think before Visa goes to, I guess we're not doing disadvantage because we have torchlight.
Torchlight only reaches so far. No, I'm gonna give just straight roll.
Okay.
Leaf?
I rolled a 4.
Okay.
You have dark vision, right?
I do.
Okay,
I just don't roll higher than 10 this week.
great, got it.
As you sit and watch Leaf, you are engaged with a short conversation with Snip and distracted, but Zek, you hear in the distance, you're not sure how far with the echoes of subterranean depths, but you hear a rumble and a bit of like the sound of rock crashing on rock.
Crashing or like a small clatter?
Crashing.
Oh,
A rumble.
okay. He
Like
would
the sound is quiet, but it something big made it.
Yes.
And we're in like a pretty narrow passage, right?
Varies from 15 feet wide to about 3.
Okay, so it's not wide at its widest.
No.
Got it.
Okay, he'll like sit up and, maybe like elbow or like squat at Leaf.
Oh, whoa.
Did you hear that?
No.
You didn't hear that?
Did I?
No.
Did I hear that?
Yes.
Oh, snap. Oh, good grief. There was
Yeah.
like a rumbling, like a rumble and a crashing, like maybe somewhere the tunnel is collapsing or something. I don't know, something.
How far off was it, you think?
hard to tell. It
Well, I mean, okay, did it sound far off or did it sound near?
sounded far. It was like, sounded like a big sound, but from far away.
All right. Well, maybe we can keep our ears out and just
I wanna-
pass that on to the next
Snipper, do
person.
you have ways to tell more things than that?
I do not have but one ear and one eye.
Ugh. Zach will audibly like.
Yeah, thanks for that. But yeah, we'll pass that on to the next person. Keep our ears out for the rest of our watch. How about that? Give everybody the chance to rest up.
Oh, okay, you don't. Okay.
Well, I don't know if you were the one that heard it. If you feel like it's more pressing that we want to wake everybody up, that's your prerogative. I trust your judgment.
Do you think Visa can talk to the cave, talk to the rock?
The old man seems quite full of surprises today. So
I know, right? Well, maybe we just wake them up next.
All right.
Okay. You wake up Visa and who else for watch?
Zai.
Okay, Zai. You guys are able to wake up.
And I will share this sound, rumbling. And I will maybe hint, Visa, do you know anything about rocks?
In general, yes.
Can you know more things about rocks?
So we can find out.
I presume we're gonna go forward with our watch.
You may.
Okay.
Let's see. I was trying to cast Speak with Rocks over there.
No.
Is that a thing?
No.
I genuinely am like, what if he can? I don't know.
They call it rock talk.
No,
Promise.
just perception.
Yes.
15.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, not good. 4.
4. Visa, you catch just the hint of subterranean breeze blowing in from the west.
Did Zach hear and or tell us which direction the sound came from? Or just heard?
I couldn't tell which way it was coming from.
Okay. Bit of breeze.
Bit of breeze.
Can I follow up with a nature check?
Sure. Go ahead and roll.
Would that tell me, I'm curious to know if that means like a change in formation, like an upcoming cavern or underground river.
Okay.
Boy, I'm still sleepy. Nature, that is an 8.
8. Not much humidity
Okay.
on the breeze. So doubtful of some underground water system.
Okay.
In fact, it feels a bit dry. You do know that subterranean caverns do carry difference in barometric pressure and occasionally breeze.
Mhm.
But you cannot be certain if that's what's occurring or something
How's the
completely different.
concentration of obsidian that we're seeing?
It continues to grow.
Okay.
What was your nature check?
8.
8. You're not certain if obsidian is overtly available in the Wodfiren Mountains specifically, or if this is a unusual occurrence.
Cool.
Your watch comes and goes. You were able to wake up Mert if you'd like. Mert, go ahead and roll a perception check.
All right.
I would have sat and taken all the notes on your manners, like I said.
23.
23. Do you want to RP that? We can go back.
No,
Okay.
I don't really. Do you want to RP that?
I didn't figure that y'all wanted to explain spells to each other in game.
We can flavor text it as we go.
Okay. You catch the same kind of gentle breeze blowing in from the west, but that's about it.
Being, I guess, marginally familiar with being underground, would I feel like would I think that the tunnel's collapsing somewhere, or is there like an opening that we're about to hit?
Go ahead and make a nature check with disadvantage. You are used to being underground in muddy clay pits, not necessarily cavernous expanses.
Only some of our characters lived in cavernous expanses before.
Well,
Most of them.
like half.
Oh, it's not super terrible.
Everyone
12.
grew up in a pit.
Half and half is accurate.
12.
12? You're not familiar enough with this territory to surmise what might be happening. Aside from what Visa has already garnered, you probably know about the same as Visa. Not a river, possibly a cavern. You guys awake for another day of travel? Can I have a d20 roll?
I will do it. I will do it 9 times. It's 11.
Why 9 times?
I can do
Oh.
it. I can do it 9 times.
Is that
It's a sick
Nice.
reference
South Park?
to-
No.
No.
sounded like Cartman or something?
It does.
No.
Okay, 12?
11.
11, okay. Ooh, no, I'm just kidding.
We're gonna die.
You spend a good 2-3 hours walking through this tunnel. The grade does steepen downward, pitching it at probably like a 5 to 10% grade down. And about 3.5 hours through, light, orangish in nature, starts to trickle through ahead in the tunnel.
Cast mage armor.
The tunnel slowly opens up to 15 feet, 20 feet wide, 30, into a cavern. A rift in the rock, like a scar, with a small bridge over this gap. Harsh red light emanating up with heat below the bridge. As you enter, you see a pit of lava beneath the bridge, filling the crevasse at the bottom. And indeed, the bridge is crumbled, broken. About a 15-foot swath of it has fallen.
Is the bridge made out of stone or
It is.
it's like a rope bridge? Okay.
It looks like it is like a bunch of unmortared stone that's just kind of been like wrapped in like thick nets and like tautly stretched across and attached to stone pillars.
Does it look like something like fell on it from above? Does it look like it was like intentionally
Make a nature check.
sabotaged?
You can assist if you'd like, Visa.
$15.
24.
Hard to say, Zek. Could have been intentional. Could have been a cave-in. These, as you glance up, you see telltale signs of rock formation that was there that has ripped away and fallen. It is not neat.
So like brittle, eroding ceiling.
It looks like this was likely a natural occurrence.
All the places for it to cave in like that, right over the bridge.
Is this a lava river or a lava pool?
It is a pool. Well, actually, no. Nature check. 24. It is a river. There is flowing to it, but this large kind of oblong crevasse is what it fills at the bottom and then flows out in some unseen fashion.
Okay, I see.
Have we ever
Well, that's
seen
a-
lava in the crash?
You have not. Your crash resides pretty high in the mountain that you reside in.
Sigh.
Yes.
Look at that. That's crazy.
It is very crazy. That is a lot of lava.
Are you gonna draw that later?
I don't really know how. Maybe I could try, but I don't really know how I would draw that.
Okay.
Need some colored pencils.
Mm-hmm. Well, how do we get across that?
Oh, well, that's not an easy answer. He says 15-foot gap in the middle of it.
Give or take.
And how long is the bridge in general?
About 40.
That's doable.
You can jump a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump.
How
So
much?
this is long jump rules.
Can I run on walls yet?
I don't believe so.
No, that's later.
I can only jump 7 feet long jump.
Okay, but if I cast jump on you, then maybe you could do it.
That's 3 times your jump.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess in this case, okay,
Now
so
does it
jump spell benefits my long jump, not my high jump. And long jump, if you move 10 feet, like if you run 10 feet to the start, you can jump the distance of your strength score, which for you is probably like 20. You could probably clear this,
And she has 18.
or 18, or 16 even.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, what's everyone's strength score?
Yeah.
Ooh, not good.
But what is it?
Total score is 8.
Okay.
So if we triple that, you'd be fine.
Yeah.
Word. Wait,
Except,
that's 36.
We can only do it twice.
yes.
No, that's 24. Never mind.
And I don't think Visa can fly yet.
So
He can.
we can.
You can?
You can star mode fly.
Oh yeah, you turned into a
become
fly.
bug. Can you? Oh.
Wait, no.
He can't
Before
become
we
a
go-
creature that can fly yet.
Before we go taking flight, can anybody clear this gap?
I did that wrong.
Okay.
Alright. What were you saying, Hayden?
Before we go taking flight, can anyone clear this gap without, getting burnt out?
I'm pretty
For the
sure
day.
that we can help you guys jump across, but probably not all of us. So
I
that
can-
is a little bit of a
I
Well,
can
there we
make
go.
it myself, and I can also help I can help one person to jump.
Well, we could string up a rope. If one person get to the other side, we could just climb across it.
Okay, that'll work.
No problems with that, right?
Sure, you want to be the first to jump, or you want us to do it?
What
I
we're,
cannot jump that gap.
what we're touching the rope too.
To I don't know, a bridge or something?
There are stone pillars that are anchored to what's left of both sides of the bridge.
Yeah, we just tie it around there, and then this little place right here, and we just shimmy across, and it'll be fine. So you
make
think
the
you
jump?
have a better idea? Because that's the only one I really have, but maybe there's a better idea.
Yeah, I
That's
can.
tried and true.
If we wish to save a little bit of time, I can ferry everyone over on my back.
Oh, that sounds really cool. You should do that.
I would like to make it by myself.
It would be very impressive.
Not that I don't trust you. I just want to see if I can do it.
Wait, how can you ferry us over one at a time?
It's quite the opportunity to jump over flowing magma.
Right? He's gonna scoot back.
I mean, okay, what's your current strength score? What was your strength score when we started? Do you remember?
No.
Probably more than 10,
Yeah.
which you've had jump for a long time. Which
Well, you
means that
shouldn't
you've
need
been
to cast
able to
jump for
jump
this.
30.
It's only 15. The gap is 15, right?
But you've been able to jump 30 feet for a while.
Have I?
Right, using the jump spell.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But your strength score is what now?
18. So I think I could do it without it.
You just
You
clear
just clear it. So you back up, take a running leap, doof, 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 clear the gap.
His cool coat flutters behind him awesomely. His hair's been down as we've been in the cave because there's no
Studs
wind or
gleaming in orange
anything.
light.
Yes. flashing a little bit. His mohawk is like flying behind him in a silvery tail, and just like.
There's a rickety sway as the remainder of the side of the bridge catches you, bearing your weight before steadying.
Wait, is this bridge not made of stone?
It is made of a bunch of unmortared stone netted together and tied up into little strands of rope that are anchored to these stone pillars.
I'm sorry for making you repeat that. I know you said it.
It's okay. It's a weird bridge.
I'm like, I actually don't understand, but it doesn't matter. I already crossed it, so it's fine.
Doesn't matter.
I was imagining Zek jumping across the entire gap, not just that little gap in the bridge.
Oh no, it's a 40-foot bridge.
Okay.
He can't quite jump
yeah.
that
He still
far.
jumped
Almost.
18 feet.
Actually, you could jump that far.
That is Olympic.
All right, so
And I looked really cool doing it.
We're good jumpers. That's what we do.
what are you going to follow him up now?
Oh no, I want to get on Visa's back and do whatever he's gonna do. That sounds
I
really cool.
certainly don't believe in my own ability to jump very far.
Yeah, that sounds safer.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that.
Visa is going to use his radiant form, and sort of the kind of amber light begins to kind of glow around his silhouette, and he begins to levitate. So he has a fly speed. He doesn't have the strength to be able to pick everyone up, but I think if he does piggyback, he could probably ferry one person at a time.
Okay. Levitate or fly speed, those are different things.
Fly speed.
Okay, cool. It's like, please don't go over the edge with just levitate. Yeah.
Mary Poppins my way down.
Can I see if this like break in the bridge is recent / what made the crashing sound?
Yeah, that's
Like
fairly,
clearly what it is. Okay.
fairly easy to determine. Yeah, taking your time, you can ferry across each member. The Gith being a little more hardy than Frail Leaf and Small Mert. Zai, you have to hold on to Visa as well as Visa hold on to you. But you make it across, all three of you, and Visa yourself. Lava subverted.
Cool.
You continue on traveling for the remainder of the day. No other impediments meeting you. Can I get another watch, please?
I think Mert will stay up on first watch this time.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Man, they just get higher and higher on these useless rolls. 27.
27. You perceive a breeze from the east.
The way we just came from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Warm, dry breeze. But your watch comes and goes.
Cool.
Second watch, anyone?
I will take that, sure.
Okay.
I'll get in there.
That has dark view. Okay, let's go.
Alright.
Hey, that's not awful.
Oh, that's a 7. Okay, well. 10.
10,
14.
14. Nothing occurs on your night of watch. Round 3, Visa.
Oh, I would have done the moss thing again.
Yeah.
Because it was the next time.
Ooh, give 5.
16.
Luckily, Visa keeps a good eye out. Your watch goes in uninterrupted. You wake for another day of travel. Can I get 1d20 roll?
Yeah, as we're getting ready in the morning, Visa will. Is there dirt in this tunnel, or is it all stone?
There's like stone dust.
Stone dust. Perfect. He'll collect a little bit of that and kind of spit into it to get a little bit of paste on his fingers. And he'll approach Zek, and he's like,
You'd think that the natural creature you might imitate,
and he kind of coats just the tips of Zek's ears.
is sort of a creature with maybe cat's eyes, but there are a lot of creatures to admire, such as the bat, who can hear at night quite well and see where he's going.
And he's going to imbue just the gesture with magic and cast dark vision on him for the day.
Oh, Zach, that looks so cool on your ears.
Whoa, I can see so far! I mean, there's nothing to see, but it's there.
It's strange. You can almost feel your pupils dilate.
Oh.
And you are able to take in a good 60, 80 feet of the tunnel. It's almost blinding the light sources around you now before your eyes slowly adjust. I get a d20 roll?
I'll do it this time. 11.
Okay.
Another day of travel. The grade's still quite steep. It's getting warmer as you get closer to the heat that lies below the earth, the magma, the turmoil of subterranean life. Around 6 hours into the day of travel, the stones, while still carved, become uniform.
I cast Mage Armor.
Blocks are not formed into the walls, but the semblance of blocks are ornamentally carved, straight lines running parallel, as well as intersecting vertically down to mimic, say, a basement interior. The floor cobbled a bit, and the width steadying. The tunnel now about 15 feet wide for the duration of your travel. About 15 minutes down this path, there is a bit of an opening in the hall about 20 feet wide, and interposing in those 5 feet to either side is a convex wall that opens up the tunnel like a big hole. A carving
Ooh.
of a furious, rage-filled face.
Ooh.
Large tusks curving up from a mouth, spittle dripping down it in stone relief. Harsh, brutish, orcish figures dominating it. One eye missing. One eye fully in its socket. Spikes jutting out from either side of the neck and along the base of the skull. And where the eye is missing, there's this pulsing red light.
We see this ahead of us.
That's the wall, or is it up on the wall?
It is basically, it's a wall in the tunnel with a big mouth hole leading further into the tunnel.
Oh. We do recognize this as Grumsh, yes.
Yes.
This is Grumsh.
When we're like 60 to 80 feet away, I'm gonna be like, oh, you guys. Can you see that thing way far down there? Because I can see that thing so far down there.
All you guys see is a red glow.
See what? As we get closer.
At this point, I'm the only one of us that doesn't have dark vision, right?
I don't think Leaf does he?
No, I do.
Yes,
Okay.
he has so
Everyone has
many
dark vision?
times.
Except for us two.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Does Ori?
Nah,
I think
no.
Ori's still back in town.
Yes,
Well,
she
no,
is.
not here,
Just
but
wondering, like, who has dark
yeah.
I think gnomes get dark vision, actually.
I think she has dark
I
vision.
think she is too. Cool. Well, I guess we'll just walk up closer to it, and then as we get closer, I'll be like, oh,
I would kind of take out my thermal and like start trying to draw it a little bit.
I'm gonna establish a psychic link with whoever raises their hand first gets it. With Zai. All right, I'm just gonna keep this going, in case we need to be making some fast moves. All right.
Okay, you think it's about to get like real in here?
I mean, well, that leads me to believe that it is.
That's pretty scary. Should we like check it out for magics or traps or anything like that before we get close, you think?
Yes, absolutely. I don't, like instinctively, I don't think there will be a bunch of that, but I don't see any reason why we wouldn't be taking it slow and cautious, right, folks?
Slow
Yeah.
and cautious.
Can we like look around, see if there's any increased traffic or
Go ahead,
like
make an
signs of
investigation check.
people?
Is the red light, is that in the missing eye, Tyler?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, so it's a mouth. We're walking through its mouth?
Yes.
If you do walk through it.
Okay. So it's
I'm gonna
really
try
big.
something here.
Yeah.
Hang on, where's my spell?
Can I survival to check for like tracks and
For tracks?
things, or traffic and like
Yeah.
what else is going on?
Just a 13.
Okay.
16.
You do spot the same set of tracks that you've been behind.
Mm-hmm. Does
You
it
hear
look
it buzzing.
Yep.
Oh, weird.
It's a bug.
So,
Oh.
Does it look like have we gained on them at all? Like, does it seem more recent or less recent or like
About the same. Yeah. You've not been trying to pick up the pace in any of your.
Okay,
But it doesn't look like heavily trafficked in general.
No.
Mm.
when we get closer to that red light, can we make out anything of like what that is?
No. Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
I'll take an Arcana
I think
check.
while they're doing the
my
investigations, Visa's actually going to 30 feet from the door. He's going to ritual cast detect magic to get a sense for the red glow.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
What was your Arcana check?
11.
Okay. Could be dancing lights for all you know. Detect magic. You pick up two sources.
Oh,
One, the pale red light. A second, along the rim of the mouth, there's a straight line of abjuration magic. You pick out a small silver thread, an alarm spell. The School of Magic from the eye. Divination.
I'm gonna cast a big darkness in front of the eye. Does that chill with everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, the way I fit. So
I guess you would share
Leaf
that.
kind of lifts up a hand and gestures. It's some pretty smooth-looking gestures at it. Says some words in Infernal, and just the light of the red light of the eye just blots out immediately in magical darkness. Look, the way I figure it, if we can avoid them seeing us along the way, might as well, right?
Oh, you think they're using that magic to spy on people that are coming down here?
I don't know, but probably.
That would
You
make
say,
sense. I would do that if I were them. The Crash has many different kinds of these magics.
I mean, it definitely saw us already, but spare ourselves a bit more investigation on its part, I guess.
Okay.
As I said that about the crash, Zach would kind of unconsciously rub the spot that he had dug out on his wrist,
Gross.
Ew.
which is mostly healed up, but
Do you think it's pertinent that we mask our approach?
As much as we can,
I mean, it seems like they probably already saw us coming, but
Oh
it's
yeah,
true.
but we can avoid that alarm spell too.
Sure.
So we just we don't touch it and it's fine?
If you pass it,
Okay.
Okay.
Then how are we going to avoid it?
well, you undo it.
Visa is going to cross his hands in a curt gesture, and he's going to cast Dispel Magic on the alarm spell.
Okay. What level are you casting?
Dispel Magic?
Yeah.
is a 3rd level spell.
Okay, just base 3rd level. Okay. There's a snap of the silver wire that there's like this secondary ethereal snap after the silver wire snaps of blue silver light as the spell breaks.
Scott, you're getting cooler every day that we down here. Due to daughter and old man up there, and you come down here doing stuff like that, making him grow new eyes. All right.
From
I'm
behind.
liking it. I'm liking what I'm seeing.
From behind, Zach will kind of like make like a smaller but similar motion to what Lisa did, like a little crossing, but like just kind of like, yeah.
We showed that alarm spell. Who's boss? You guys are able to dispel the magic. Are we crossing the threshold?
There's nothing we can do about them having any sort of permanent enchantments. And we do know that they're expecting us, but perhaps we won't show up to, I don't know, raised arrows.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Aid on the 3 of you boys.
Cool.
Again.
Gentlement.
How much should we get for that?
5.
5.
5. Okay, great. Thank you.
Cross.
In we go.
And
Detect magic is up for 10 minutes, by the way. I don't know if any effect happens if we pass the door.
as you
Does it go
cross,
with you when you move around?
I'm the one detecting.
Yes, but like, do you continue detecting, or is it an area of effect?
We're gonna find out.
it's a continue detecting.
The range is self.
Oh,
It goes with you.
Noise.
cool.
Yeah, it says for the duration you sense.
That's really great. I like that.
As each of you cross, you get this goosebumps shiver, followed by this quick pang of anger deep within each of you before it fades. You continue onward.
I think Leaf is really into this. This is the kind of arcane searches he wants. The kind of forbidden knowledge he
Upon
craves.
feeling that, Zach will kind of like swat at Leaf and be like,
No, you feeling that?
"Is that you or Snib?
No, that's me. That's crazy.
Are you squirreling around in my insides again?"
No, that's not me. That's all this. Gesturing at the cave.
Wait, what are you doing? You said it was you, and then you said
No,
it's not you.
I thought he was talking about like my general excitement at the sensation.
Twas not us.
You like this?
No,
This is not a thing you should like feeling.
look, I don't love feeling this way, obviously, but
But you are
I can
fascinated.
appreciate it in an academic sense. I would hope that you'd understand that. You seem to be, something of a novice academic yourself over there, Zai.
Sure. That's the thing though. I don't want to be feeling this. I want to know that it exists and hear about it, and that's it. Not experience it in a dark dungeon with a creepy mouth tunnel with this glowing eye that's spying on us. We should probably be quiet, shouldn't we?
Let's not rule out the possibility that was perhaps more of a divine spell or divine effect. This is, for all intents and purposes, a temple.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking. Doesn't make it any less unique, I guess you'd say.
Sure.
I still don't like it.
You travel another 30 minutes or so before encountering a secondary, smaller version of Grumsh. This time with a large, round wooden door with a circular knob in the center.
Like the Hobbit hole.
Yeah, is it like perfectly round, or is the bottom like a little bit straight?
No, perfectly round.
How small is it?
It's about, it's like the size of like 2 doors side by side, double door style circle.
Like big enough for an orc or a half orc to get through?
We're gonna meet the evil Samwise Gamgee. Gamwise Samgee. And Bodo Fraggins.
That's not funny at all.
But maybe it is a little bit. It's not the cleverest, but it is funny.
It's really dumb, but it's really funny.
You got me stuck on Terragrin Pook.
Mom Tombadil.
That's not a hobbit, Tyler.
Sorry.
I'm trying to figure out
Only
how
works
to
for
Mary's
hobbits.
name now.
Barriodoc Mandy Brook.
All right, you guys open this door.
No! Give us a minute!
We're gonna investigate it from
No, we're gonna have second breakfast first.
And maybe 11Z's as well.
We make sure it's not trapped.
Who's it?
Go ahead and check for traps.
I have all of my fighting spells prepped and none of my investigating spells.
Whoopies.
We got you.
You do, thankfully.
And
6.
6. It's not trapped.
No traps.
Someone else check it. I'm not too sure.
no, you're sure it's
No,
not
you're sure it's not trapped.
We're good.
Everything's fine. I will go check for traps also.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
I trust Mark.
It's a 1.
It's not trapped.
He's right. It's pretty, from what I can tell, just like looking
two
at
checks,
it.
Just what he's doing.
Mert's gonna open the door.
Seems totally safe.
And as you open the door, it swings wide on hinges to one side, opening into a massive chamber, circular in nature, with stone parapets carved around its center, a walkway, as most of the chamber plunges deep into a red chasm of lava. There is a walkway that splits this chasm like a plus. And 2 large doorways, one further west, one north. Standing one in each quadrant of lava are 4 pillars, each with towering structures, stone statues carved in the visage of a hulking monstrosity of an orc. Grumsh. Welcome to the Hall of the Eyeless.
Is
Nothing to
there,
the-
are there any people, any life forms?
Not that you can tell.
And nothing to the south?
Nothing to the south.
So only one door to choose from? Or
Two.
West and north.
Okay. Then what? We came in through on the east side then?
Yes.
Okay.
Like I said, that the walkway crosses like a plus sign in the middle.
It
Yeah,
goes
I
around
picture
and then there's a plus through the middle. So,
Okay.
don't need to draw it. There's a circle around a pit, and
Yeah.
then there's 2 basically bridges
Great, got it.
through said pit.
Cool. Got it.
And there's 4 stone statues on
Yep.
4 pillars of 4 crunches in each quadrant.
Does it look like there should be a door to the south?
That's what it feels like.
Would you like to go make an investigation check?
No, there's all these statues everywhere, man. I don't want to do anything.
They're not statues.
Yeah, I know. Those are gargles.
If we're willing to wait, Visa can recast Detect Magic before we proceed. Or
How long
we
would
can
we have to wait?
10 minutes.
Mm.
Or we can go slowly and investigate.
I don't really care. I'm almost certain that there's magic here. Don't really know how these things usually work. Do you do a lot of this kind of thing, or any of you?
Mert just shakes his head.
We could just say like, hey, let's go for it, or we could be cautious and slow.
I think cautious and slow.
Okay,
As long
well,
as we're not reckless.
For Mert to say that, I think we should do that.
it is true.
And just keep away from golden doors now, shall we?
I only see lava and big stone ugly guys.
I'm going back for that golden door one day.
We need to know what's behind it. That's all I'm saying.
I know. If you survive for one thing alone, that might as well be it.
DM, is there anything? Does it feel like there is purpose or mechanism to these statues, or does it feel like they are iconography only?
Are we making an investigation check of the room, basically?
I'm asking
Or
to make a
specifically
check.
statues?
I don't. Visa's looking at statues.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay. Net 1.
They don't seem to move.
Rocks.
Is there a significance to those being rocks?
Are we waiting for Visa to cast Detect Magic or no?
He went forward with an investigation check and got a nat 1, so on you.
That would be the cautious thing to do. Perhaps. Or we don't want to be cautious.
Are we still just like where we walked in?
Yeah, I mean, unless
we're
you guys
just-
proceed in.
Just looking at these grumptious.
We're this far into the lair, and I figure most of the magic is to keep people out.
Let's just stay close to one another.
Yeah, it kind of seems like if they wanted to kill us, they would have just killed us.
It's possible.
Okay, are any of the Grump statues different from one another?
Make an investigation check. No, perception.
He wants
But,
us to get really close to the statues so they can kill us.
Well, they're out in the lava, right? I can't get close to those.
Yeah, the scale of this room is also quite large. They're in the middle of the lava pools. They're about 60 feet from any walkway.
How far away
Oh.
from like where
Well,
we're
that-
like how much deeper than where we're walking is the lava?
You guys, the walkways around the perimeter of this room are about 15 feet wide.
Okay.
We have
I
about
rolled today for all of us. I rolled a 7. No, actually, it's a 4. I was wrong.
all these statues are the same, Leaf.
Perfect.
I missed it. Was Detect Magic cast or no?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it like
Nope,
this?
we have not
and
sat
this
down
is
for 10
lava,
minutes.
And each one has a pillar of grumsh in it.
Each,
Don't know. It's a circle. The room is a circle.
The room is a
Let me see your
circle.
drawing.
Because I'm angry that evil is circles.
Each of the
It should
holes
be
has a
squares.
statue in it.
This is lava.
Yeah, so the walkways go around the
This is
statues.
so tiny.
Yes, that's it.
Okay, and this has a lot. This is lava.
Yeah, and the
each
dots
one
are the
has a
statues.
grumsh in it. Okay.
Yeah, but the lava's bigger and the walkways are smaller.
Okay. I'm taking.
But how? Okay, so is the lava like at the same level that we're walking at? Is it
Deep
way deep
pits.
down? Okay, okay.
Probably about 40, 50 feet deep.
Okay, great, cool.
Don't fall.
All right.
Yeah.
So we've still just got our 2 doors to choose from in that third place where it seems like there should be another door, but there's not.
Yep.
Sick. Last question. Do the doors look the same?
Make a perception check.
Sweet. 12.
Yeah.
Nice. We just get to choose.
So
door
choose Visa.
number 1.
I think Curiosity would have Visa, so he'd suggest go left, sweep past the non-door corner, and then circle around to the west door.
Okay. What are you
As
trying
we
to do?
do this, can I add into the mix here? Now, y'all remember what we learned about mysterious looking statues in the last big dungeon we were in? So maybe we just each keep an eye on one of them.
Do you think these talk?
I have no idea.
Oh, That is creepy to think about.
Maybe not get in the middle of them.
Oh.
Well, we kind of had to if we're gonna get to the door.
Can we just walk?
No, you can walk
we
the
just walk
perimeter.
around the
Oh, okay,
side
great.
and
Then
not?
yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
Yeah, I wonder
Okay.
if the center is like a concentration. I don't know. That's probably not good.
I don't like it either. It doesn't feel. It's there for a reason.
I think just hand dragging along the wall
Okay.
past where the south wall side is.
What's your passive perception?
18.
17.
Visa specifically.
Just Visa.
17.
Brushing your hand along the southerly wall, and at first, what you notice is an uneven nature. You stop, kind of tread the wall. Grooves. Take a look. Writing. In the wall.
Hey.
What languages do you speak?
Oh man. Celestial, Common, Druidic, Elvish.
You do not speak this language.
I would point out the writing to my compatriots.
As you point out the writing, you also notice below the writing, almost invisibly carved, a little hole. A visage of a screaming Grumsh, a miniature version of the door you
Ah,
entered through.
perhaps something that goes with this writing.
I got
Those who speak
common
Orcish?
I've got common, infernal, and primordial.
Those who speak Orcish can read this.
No,
No one who
there's not
speaks or
me.
reads Orcish.
Duke Goblin.
All right.
I would take a rubbing of all the things. Save it for later.
All right.
None of us speak Orcish.
Sorry.
Tongues doesn't work.
Comprehend languages. is
Does the
what's
whole,
important
what is
there, right?
the whole, like,
Don't have
has a back to the whole of the mouth? Or, like,
It's just like a divot in the stone, basically.
it's not, like, shaped like anything, like a key, it's just like a hole.
Just a hole.
There's a hole. There's a hole.
What you get?
It's hard to justify taking comprehend languages and stuff when I have like 4 spells that I get to know at any given time. And I know
Oh, is that
that
one you didn't prepare?
No, I can't prepare spells, and I have a very small selection of spells that I can choose from.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm stuck with the ones I can pick.
I suppose for now we can just keep note of where it is.
Wait. Did I? Hold on. Let me check my world anvil. Am I dumb? Am I stupid? Hold on.
I hope so, because that could be good for
Because
us.
this
Yes,
entire
please
faction
let it be
is
different.
dedicated to both elves and orcs.
World Anvil, where you can mid-game look up various facts.
That you made up yourself.
This is an advertisement, by the way.
Tyler
Does
just
it
really
speak
wants
Elvish?
us to know what this says, so he's fixing to change what language it's written in, and he's just covering it up with World Anvil, which
Well,
is
no.
also great.
It's dumb if I didn't include that because again, this is
They're
a
basically-
hybrid.
Yeah, they're basically
true.
Canadians
Cults.
where they
We've
post
run into
English
as
and French
many elves.
together. They post their Orcish and their
But only
Welsh.
this faction, not the other ones.
Yeah.
Well, we've seen so
Just
many
one
elves in
faction.
charge of this.
Yeah.
Exactly.
World Anvil, also something you can say you're referencing while you buy yourself 2 minutes to DM.
Let me check the World Anvil.
Or write in the World Anvil.
Let me change the World Anvil real quick.
I kind of got the impression that in its origin, they were like really anti-elf, the Eyeless, and then sort of became more of an elf
Right.
hybrid
That was-
over
I
the
mean,
generations,
no,
right?
This is very
but it seems as though
Right,
all the
but-
in-charge people we've met so far have been elves.
But if this
like
is
all
an
the
ancient
leaders.
place,
Yeah.
Maybe it's been
I guess I shouldn't be arguing against it being an Elvish because then we could read it. But
maybe they're squatters.
yeah,
In origin, they were originally a cult of Grumsh by orcs, but the whole origin of the Eyeless was admiration for both types of culture and emerging of cultures. That's what the Eyeless is.
So it has
How
to have it in
nice.
Elvish and an Orcish.
So
They
bunch of people
probably
feeling
would have
their
added
best
it
on
afterwards.
Very cosmetic.
It's going to be like newer writing. It's not like these are set in stone.
It is in Elvish as well as Orcish.
You can read it.
I'm
You
like
can read it.
rubbing it onto my paper, and then I notice if you keep going, it's like, oh look, it's in Elvish, and I start speaking it out loud.
The Elvish is actually more worn than the Orcish.
That
Ooh.
is weird.
Like Grumsh stole this place.
You can read it.
I'm gonna say it out loud and turn on the
You'll cast a
eagles.
spell. I'm kidding.
Who knows?
Zai reads aloud, sealed in stone, unseen. One must lose what they love to revel in Grumsh's dream. A bit below this paragraph, offer unto him.
Somebody's got to lose a finger.
What? What'd you say, Hayden?
Somebody's got to lose a finger.
Oh.
Oh.
Depends.
One must lose what they love
Is it
to
your
revel in Grumsh's dream. So, what'd you say? Surrender?
Offer unto him.
Offer.
Is it your favorite finger though?
I don't really want to like do a thing for Grumsh.
What does that even mean?
There's probably a secret door, and if you like put a little finger inside his mouth hole, then maybe it opens or something.
Is this how one becomes eyeless?
Or that's a way.
Oh, what if you scoop out your eyeballs and you put that in the little mouth hole? Oh, maybe not. I don't know.
Read it again.
Sealed in stone unseen, one must lose what they love to revel in Grumsh's dream. Offer unto him.
That's a fun little poem, Tyler.
Thanks.
It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. But what if we put what's her name's? What if we put what's her name's eyes in there?
Oh, with the candles.
What was her
I kind of
name?
like having those.
Gorm.
Wait a sec.
Wait, I'm
Just
sorry.
because it says my beloved.
Wait.
Actually, yeah, let's go to a quick.
Are we gonna stick these eyeballs into this hole like a cheese?
Hey, tell me you got a better idea.
Maybe we'll get that back on.
I think I do.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Wait, what else are we gonna do with the
Alright, who
eyes?
has them? She doesn't need them.
I don't. I
It's
mean,
in the
we got
party
them.
inventory. Can I investigate around the hole to see if there's like dried blood anywhere?
Yeah, go ahead and make a just a perception check.
How big is
eyeball group?
How big is the hole?
Yeah, any eyeball group? Ah,
I
dang.
don't like the.
Like a crushed
11?
grape around the
Tell me.
Immediate area surrounding this carved visage is
Eyeball poopits.
dark brown.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. It looks like the inside of a grape.
Okay, well,
You scrape a little bit with your nail, and indeed, old blood
Yeah,
under
people
your
are
fingernail.
I would take out an eyeball. I would take out an eyeball and like put one in and see if anything happens.
You this eyeball into this eyeball-sized hole. This mouth of Grumsh snaps down. There's a splat across there as blood and viscera trail down
Yeah,
the slobbering mouth of Grumsh. It grows
that's what I was wondering.
and grows and grows. But before you now sits a gaping maw opened. A path.
I cannot believe that worked. I'm thrilled. We gotta go through that door now, right?
Yeah,
Kind of
yeah.
glad you guys kept an eyeball. It's pretty fun.
Brilliant!
And we
I wasn't
got us.
fair.
Yeah, we We absolutely have to go through this hole now.
Okay, I think you're right. This is very unsettling, but
Oh, it's incredibly unsettling. There's
Onward
something
and
down-
downward.
There's something down there.
In a look of disbelief, he's kind of right sometimes. He's like, right.
That was 100% a joke.
What?
Make a
Cross.
suggestion to like put an eyeball in there.
Well, that's why we're double check to see if there was blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You cross the threshold into a small hallway,
Solve the puzzle.
opening into a larger cavern. Again, split by lava, a bridge careening over to another side where, upon about a 10-foot dais, are 5 individuals sitting in a semicircle.
Real people.
4 of them, 2 to either side, are sat back in thrones, almost unhumanly stiff, their fingers gripping the sides, their necks extended back and up, their mouths emitting a black, ichory smoke.
Mm-mm.
The 5th individual, sitting, looking bored at their nails, the red-headed elven gentleman Kelly, looks down upon you, a smile flickering on his face. Finally, on the bridge leading to the dais, another throne sits, one of stone, a corpse lying on it, with a a dark black crown with 3 rubies sitting in it. The corpse, blonde, elven, soot marks upon its eyeless visage, decomposing. The elf you met so long ago in the grotto below Esselin. And that's where we'll pick up tomorrow. Next Welcome.
I do not feel welcome. Not at all.
You do not what?
Feel welcome.
No, I wouldn't imagine why you would.